Howdy folks, this is the Command Line Vulpine here, and welcome to Let's Play OstraNauts. OstraNauts is made by the developers who made Scavenger, which was a survival game that a lot of people liked. I actually didn't like it. It was kind of like super hyper, way too realistic. I don't know how else to put it. If you got like so much as poked with like a knife, like a butter knife or something, your character would bleed out and there'd be nothing you could do. It was little bit too much, which is kind of crazy because I play Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, which is hyper realistic itself. So that kind of tells you where Scavenger was. This game, though, I've looked at it and it doesn't seem like it's kind of the same format as Scavenger. Scavenger was kind of just like this, I don't want to call it like a side scroller, but it had like a lot of static menus and like it didn't have like a 3D interface or even like a 2D interface, really. This one is a lot more, I'm going to call it Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead in space. Let's start a new game. Not really going to be aware of what's new and what isn't because I'm new to the game. I am raw dogging this. I've seen one video playing it a little bit. So this probably won't go well, as complicated as this game is. Kind of like Cataclysm, like every tile has like several layers to it with lots of stuff going on in every tile, and it all matters and is all physically there. I don't know how long I'm gonna mess around with the character developer though, unless there's furry options here. Hope we're like not like already starving. Anyway, just gonna be honest with that one there. We make ourselves maybe look like Gordon Freeman a little bit. And that's actually like already decently close. Pupils. Okay, that's just eye color. Okay. I actually don't know what Gordon Freeman's eye color is off the top of my head. I'm not going to go mess with it. I think it might be brown, to be honest with you. But I could be wrong. I'm not going to try to make like a perfect Gordon Freeman here. I'm just going to... Whoa, I don't like that. Oh. I'm just not going to customize that, I don't think. You know what? That all seems fine. Can't even see our... Oh, there's our body. Oh, okay. I get it now. Okay. Career chaos. Oh boy, there's a lot here. I don't know if I'm going to read everything. You guys can pause the game and look if you want. 18 years old and rapidly approaching middle age. Your muscles are feeble by Mars standards. You wouldn't stand a chance on Earth. No shit, you say you're no Earther. You never will be. I don't know if we're kind of like locked into a class here. I don't think so. I think we get to maybe the first run you do is locked in. Well, this much seems locked in at least, huh? We were a shipbreaker. Hard Space Shipbreaker. That was a pretty good game. 2000. Do you think this is like an alt history situation? Like year 2000 happened recently, but things are like more advanced? Oh, no, it's not. It's 2079. Why do you have year 2000 glasses? Is my biological father wearing year 2000 glasses? Okay. Can I not change anything here? It's not letting me... Oh, here we go. Despite your efforts, your dream of owning your own salvage ship still eludes you. You find yourself wondering if a change of strategy is in order. How will you spend the upcoming years? Seek adventure, seek ship, work on self, save some money, review resume. Ooh, it cost us years. Okay. 1 to 3 years each. Note that aging will impact your traits. Take the year taking risks in hopes of getting ahead. Events will change your trait skills and relationship based on your choices. Lie low to avoid trouble. Tighten your belt pocket to get some cash. See if any viable ships are on the market. Selecting a ship ends career history. Oh, so this is going to be like a kind of like a text-based adventure for a few years. I'm not sure how many years we should burn on this. Seek adventure. Drink out the local watering hole after your shift when you see the unicorn. They're a scion of something. Executive seeking out to rub shoulders and bump uglies with common folk. You wince as they try to pay for their round in yuan? Is that how like Chinese yuan is actually spelled? I'm not actually sure or if this is like an invented thing. It's dollars for the likes of us, friend. If you're careful and lucky, there should be an opportunity. Start a riot, pick a target, just mug them, seduce them, or get them drunk. I think you try to get them drunk. So one commodity more valuable than all else, even in Monotown, like K-leg information. You bet they're full of it. Sure enough, after integrating yourself and making sure their water skin is continually topped up, the secrets pour out of them. Shocking stuff, dark. You didn't know. Tamio CFO's nephew was into that kind of thing, even though it could be a sex thing. When the shift changes, you're singing in the maintenance access tube together, swearing eternal friendship, but when you sober up, you realize you don't know how to contact them. You contact Eva Sawyer, manager from Namadi Zikwi Station. I'm just going to call it NA Station. Heart Space Shipbreaker pension. Despite your best efforts, your dream of owning your own salvage ship still eludes you. Work on self. The world around you rages. You spend time cultivating your inner garden. You dive deep into You do a deep dive of Old Earth archive and find an infinite wealth of resources to aid in your quest to become a better you. Psychological journals, religious texts, self-help books, how-to manuals, poetry novels, an entire world of self-improvement available to anyone with the discipline to achieve it. It will take time, but time is something you have. What will you change about yourself? Civil engineering. Designing, building, maintaining natural and artificial infrastructure. Construction. Implementing civil engineering plans. EVA suits. Mechanical engineering. Psychology. Persuasion. Anytime I see like persuasion and it only has one pip on it, I'm like, you should probably get that because it's probably pretty easy. Or it might be pretty important. Electrical engineering. Combat engineering. Jeez. Okay. Let's grab persuasion like I just said. I've grown into an young adult. How old should we get? My net worth is 945 bucks. Maybe save some money. Shipbreaking is a nearly impossible grind, but you know with enough discipline you can leave each month with a little extra cash stocked away. So you cut back on drinking, swap a few kiosk meals for the trencher's chow, even take an extra shift here and there. It's not much. By the end of the year, you got something that's beginning to resemble a nest egg. 21 is like usually when you start getting started. I feel like we probably need like a little bit of skill in something though. Aging will impact your traits as well. Whoa, there's more stuff here now. Software engineering, unarmed melee, spaceship engineering. Oh, I guess I already have a point in this then. Okay. Fluent in English, fluent in Mandarin. Oh, God. There's so much stuff here, man. Song. Zero G Ops. What? Oh, here's our traits. Why was this stuff not here earlier? We hate pain. Masochistic. We like pain. Vicious. More determined to succeed. Complacent. You're picky about every detail. Apathetic. Less strikingly attractive. I'm ugly. Easier to frighten than most. More courageous than most. Repulsive. Jeez. Charismatic. Ooh. You're freely intimate in your relations. It's weird that those are both give you points. Comedian. No sense of humor. I have like no idea what any of these are actually going to do. It doesn't actually say like what they do. Quitter. I wonder how the healing in this game is compared to like Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. Cataclysm, as it is right now, never pick slow healer. Might even want to pick fast healer. Cataclysm, as it was like 2 versions ago, slow healer was like a free pick because you healed so quickly. I'm going to pick Heavy Sleeper because in Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, that's usually pretty good. Saw something else. I feel like being scared wouldn't be too bad. It's worth 2 points, which is kind of crazy, but I'll pick Craven. That gets us some more points. Man, there is so much here. This is a bit overwhelming. I feel like we need destruction, demolition, weapons, hacking, child psychology, mechanical engineering. God, 3 years is crazy, man. Civil engineer. I'm just wondering, like, what will help us the most in, like, day-to-day activity. I feel like it's gotta be, like, mechanical engineering, right? Like I said, I don't know, like, how old we should be when we start this. I'm thinking of grabbing Diligent. Wonder why this is locked. Oh, we automatically became unfit. Great. Genius. Man, it's expensive. Oh, we're already heavy sleeper. Okay. I'm thinking of taking Diligent just because in... this is just a random thing. In Crusader Kings, Diligent is really good. And it's only 1 point. So, it says seek ship finishes it, right? I really don't know how. Presumably, I think time in this game does tick by in, like, real time. So we could probably get to, like, our 30s and be fine. But I don't really know. Seek ship. Happen across an ad for a heavily used Ryuka 76 endurance salvage pod. There's not much here but maneuvering jets and life support, but it can fly. The endurance model of the TU is built for longer range salvage operations, and so it's equipped with a bed and wash facilities. The one for purchase is in very low shape, however, it would require some serious elbow grease to bring it back to form. Ojiso's register is given the vessel OSR moderate, indicating it's legal for sale, but does not possess ship systems beyond basic travel and life support. I also don't know if this is like... I need to get even more money. Payment per shift, 2,000. Eventually, we just have to start, right? I can't just... I'll take it. Like, I don't know if this is randomized or if this is always the same ship you always get, you know, to start with. So I'm just going to take it. TU-76. You can reach some of the outer derelicts beyond the watchful eye of your yard masters. You're on your own terms. The next move is up to you. Perhaps score a valuable part or two for resale or reuse. Put down a platinum tier payout on a gig, or maybe discover a ship discarded before its time. Whatever the case, it beats sweating in a suit all day for someone else's profits. Time to get out there and find your future. It is funny that this is like almost the same plot as Hard Space Shipbreaker. Like you're working really hard as a shipbreaker, you're only basically paying off your debts. Then at the end of the game, you finally earn a ship that lets you go out for like salvage duty, which presumably will be the next game in that series. So this is almost like a follow-up to that game. Seat to launch area. Oh boy, there's a lot of stuff on the screen. I can already tell this is going to be a lot, man. Okay. Get working, little brain. Include the tutorial. You through the basic mechanics. At least there is a tutorial. Thank you, game. Thank you. Mute these pop-ups with the mute button on the top right. OstraNauts is a busy game, but you can always pause it, take a break, and plan your next move. Play and pause it, blah, blah, blah. Got all that stuff. Pause and play are crucial to navigating in the third dimension time. Okay, yeah. A warning, do not use 16x while docking unless you really know what you're doing. Okay. Oh. Okay. Following the tutorial, you can be seeing these flying up pop-ups. Once past it, this will be less frequent. If that's not soon enough for you, there's an option. We're not going to be doing that because I'm going to be overwhelmed, I think. PDA can be opened with the buttons on the left side of the screen. These, presumably. Or you can jump to the tutorial settings page with the mute button in the upper right corner of this window. No, I'm not going to do that yet. Left-clicking an objective pop-up will zoom the camera to the position of the objective target. Right-clicking an objective pop-up will mute that objective from appearing in the HUD. You can still refer back to your objectives and the goals app of your PDA. Non-tutorial pop-ups. From time to time, you'll get objectives relating to... Can I make this a little bit bigger? There we go. Relating to events you witness or people you meet. These could be someone who wants help with a task. Unwanted attention from the law, or maybe something that is making a strange sound on board the ship. If you don't give a fig about any of that, and muting isn't the final enough, you can abandon those objectives in the goals app of your PDA. Highlighting interactables. By default, holding left alt highlights interactable objects near you. Okay, so like Diablo rules, Diablo 2 rules. Often be crates, compartments, or other things with inventory that your captain can rummage through. However, it also highlights switches, appliances, and anything else that accepts a use type of option. Color blue on the item's context menu. Just like in real life, you can use light switches to turn on and off. Unlike in real life, you have to right-click on them first. By the end of the tutorial, the knowledge for how to interact with objects will switch on, not unlike a light switch. Easy as QAB. Right-clicking on objects. Yeah, we've seen this. Interaction your character can perform with a selected object. In the case of our light switch here, you can perform a blue action called toggle power, which is sci-fi lingo for meaning turn on and off. Next to the 4 options on the QAB are the numbers 1 through 4. Pressing alpha 1, 2, 3, or 4 on your keyboard will perform those actions correspondingly. It's a little quicker than clicking on things. Backlit keys and neon case fans. There are a lot of interactions available to you, especially on fixtures like uninstall and bash. Avoid those while in this phase of the tutorial. Stay your mighty hand for now. Along the quick action bar are a series of helpful buttons in order. Expand, collapse, refresh, unpin, unpin. Attaches the QAB to the world position of the selected object. Otherwise, it will stay in position on screen for familiarity's sake. So we can pin interaction panels like near them. I guess when we approach them, it'll like automatically pop up maybe. Maybe we'll leave it pinned to the last position, drag to, unpinning will stab it to the corresponding item. Or maybe it brings it around on the screen while we're moving around. Once your character completes the toggle power, which Charged electrons from the battery in the station will flow through a diode. The diode will emit the light. This is the other thing I was talking about. Like, everything is, like, physically here. Like, the diode, the power line. Like, it's all equipment that we can be messed with. This is what I understand, at least. It's very useful for seeing things that don't eliminate on their own. Inventory. This is why they're here, isn't it? The loot. Eye opens up your inventory. Eye closes again. Clicking the character's portrait will open up your inventory and also center the camera on your character. Okay, we got some clothes on the ground. Can presumably put that all on. We got the Papers, Please cutout of our character and the WAN show logo. Okay. Clicking on an item on your inventory will attach it to the mouse cursor, ready to be moved to another slot. When an item is attached to the cursor, if you position over an empty slot or container on a grid space and then click, it'll put it into that slot. If the slot already has an item in it, it'll swap. Okay. Inventory interactions. Open your inventory will show the grid of... Where was I at? You can right-click on them to interact with them. Or if you just want to pick them up, you can right-click and place them in appropriate slots. Shift-clicking an item on the ground will auto-equip it to your character. Shift-clicking any carried item will throw it on the ground. Oh, we have to have the inventory open, I think. I might have to unpause. You shows significantly more care in your work than others. It's weird. I think that's the description of diligent. By default, holding left alt and highlights. Yeah. Oh, God. I'm just going to right click on things. It seems a little easier. Or I guess it was showing, this is what it meant, was this here, I think. Drink pouch, Viceroy cigarette box. Trencher's Nachos Fiesta. Renbow PDA augmentation. Okay. Let's get back to the tutorial page if I could find it. There it goes. Okay. It's kind of like moving around on me here. Okay, ground grid. Getting dressed. Wrong shoe on the wrong foot might give us a debuff. Does that really... Well, this is one of those things where you're like, is the game being fully transparent? Like, he's facing us, so this is his right foot. But this is also screen right, so it could be either way. I guess we'll find out eventually. Our character will probably complain about it if it's a thing. I already forgot where the... Oh, here it was. Okay. Pressure suit seemed a little bit... I think it wants us to turn this light switch on. Oh, I already did that. I think I got a little bit ahead of the tutorial here. Collect a pressure suit and a helmet. In the storage bin near you are your pressure suit, helmet, and carry bag. All three items are viable, but not equal importance for surviving a hard vacuum. Kind of in the middle of the screen, which is making this like a little hard to... Okay. Once you've located the items, you don't need to equip them right away. After all, you're already dressed. The suits are skin tight, unflattering, and sweaty, but don't leave them behind. The bag can be worn on a custom slot in your inventory at the top right of the paper doll window. With the expanded carrying capacity offered by your bag, you've got more space to store your vacuum, survival gear, and more besides. Excuse me. Worried about pressure suits? We mentioned that they're skin tight, but you'll have to take your clothes off to equip them, including those shoes off of both feet. The helmet is not just scared tight, but airtight, and is filled with air taken from the environment when you put it on. If you put it on right now and forget about it, you'll start to get all hot and CO2 poisony. If that happens, don't panic. Just make sure that when you take it off to refresh, you're in a safe place, surrounded by lots of lovely breathable air. Collect the pressure suit and helmet. Toolbox, rack. Oh man. There's so much on every tile. Said they were in the bin. Craft cloth, rice wine. White t-shirt. Oop, I minimized the game. Toolbox, I'm not sure the toolbox is what it wants. And the rack. Another toolbox. I'm not sure where this gear is exactly. There's kind of like bins everywhere. There are all those toolboxes though. Redeem Bullock. Where? It says it's in this one. Jeez, they're very small icons. I thought they would be bigger. Okay. Where's the bag? Shoulder bag. Okay, it's one of those bags. Those are so so crappy. Pressure suit. Why is that folds into like one space? I guess everything is in this game, maybe? Okay. Leaving K-Leg. Your new ship, obtained through means legal or pragmatic. Ooh, we gotta pause. It's waiting for you when the OKLG's door lock. Toolbox is waiting for you by the door. Don't leave home without it. Click on the walkable tile outside your room with your captain there, opening all doors along the way. To find your ship, you can click on the objective notification to zoom to its position. I guess it's down here. Leaving your room will trigger an encounter screen. If you're walking K-Leg's highways as a captain for the very first time. Really, where's my ship? There's a lot to take in, so no stress if you're having trouble locate your ship. There are airlock signs on the floor pointing the way. If you follow those, you'll find a dock. Here's a picture of the dock just to the south and west of your dorm. Southwest? Might be saying, but Blue Ball Games, there's no south or west in space. However, in lore, Tharsis Gathering legislated there is a south or west in space shortly after they discovered the solar system was projected. Shortly after they discovered the solar system was projected orthographically. So there's no up down in this game basically. Okay. Do I need to like get everything out of this or can we come back here? You have a handle on your fears. Is the toolbox just a tool? Plastic carrying case. Does it have stuff in it? Oh god, it's really damaged. Doesn't really seem like it has anything in it. Okay. We are sated. Yeah, I don't know if I need to like go grab anything else that might be kicking around. Poster, light. There's so many things. There's so much stuff. Thin bed floor. Bottle of rice wine. I guess I'll take that with me in case we need it. The scraps of dirty things don't seem like they matter that much, but I could be wrong. Cigarette box, t-shirt. Maybe I can sell some of this stuff. Is there anything in the fridge? A drink pouch. I'll take it. Sink floor. Should have everything from there. Okay. So this is our door. Ooh. Bleh. The door to K-Leg slides open and you're greeted by a familiar aroma of station vendor fare. Spot, prawn, stir fry, and suya curry. Szechuan sauce, Morty! You know that the meat is aquaponic or lab-grown or worse, but your heart tells you that anything prepared by human hands is better than Trencher's chow. Tired-looking spacers circulate between the bunks, the refuel kiosk, and the breaker yard, moving in and out of the gossamer haze of cigarette smoke as a permanent fixture on the station. The smokes are Sangara Viceroys, the breaker brand of choice. Folks here will chain smoke them unfiltered no matter how many times Atoma execs find them from overworking the CO2 scrubbers. Your new ship is waiting for you on port. I don't feel like that would change how the... Because you got to burn it either way. The filter just protects your lungs, not the... Anyway. Your new ship is waiting in port, not from the kiosk hub and scrap shops, not far from them. Once you find it, you can finally undock from this rock. If you want to strip ships for salvage, all you need are the hand tools you own, but you'll need a welder to start remodeling and repairing holes. Either way, if you're lucky, you can start making a living, something beyond the corporate-sponsored rat race of breaking ships for a daily wage, a life you can call your own. All right. Well, we are out of time for this episode. I hope you all enjoyed. I know it's a lot of reading and learning for this series. If you did, remember to hit the like button, keep the conversation going in the comments, and subscribe if you'd like to see more. And until next time, I hope you have a good day.